practice day, and this is before the official practice day for FDJ. Car feels incredible. Initial thoughts is this thing makes stupid amount of torque. It's hard for me to really gauge what it's doing because it's wet right now. But the car, with all the suspension changes, you know, we've added a front sway bar and a bunch of other things that I don't want to go into too much detail of, but it feels incredible. I've never felt this car have this much grip in the wet, and we're running like 40, like 30 or 28 PSI in the rear right now in the wet, and it feels incredible. So yeah, I'm excited. We're just trying to dial in where the clutch biting point is so it feels really, really good and consistent. Otherwise, brakes feel good. Throttle feels good, gearing feels good even though it's wet. Usually in wet conditions we gear the car a little higher so it's a bit more control-y with the throttle. But anyways, it feels great. I'm excited to drive this thing in the dry tomorrow. I think it's going to be a rocket ship, and just handling wise out there, it feels great.
Let me quickly interrupt you guys because there's only a few days left for you to be able to place your pre-order for the Tomei collab pack over on SAMMIT.net. As you guys know, Tomei helped us out immensely this season by helping us build the world's first 3.6 liter at 10:1 compression ratio. And boy, do the results speak for themselves of that engine package. So make sure you go down in the description, click that link, go to SAMMIT.net and place your pre-orders now. This is the first time Tomei has ever done a collaborative pack like this, and it's only going to be available for pre-order for the next few days. So don't sleep on it, guys. Go check it out on SAMMIT.net. Let's get back to the video.
So here's where we're at with the car. We're doing a transbull. Something's wrong with the clutch. I lost all clutch control. It lets me do maybe, I don't know, a lap. And then when I leave the line, once it's under throttle, it keeps getting stuck. The pedal gets stuck. It's super weird. We don't know what's going on. We tried everything we could, adjusting the pedal and everything. The issue's still there. So we're pulling the trans. I'm hoping we maybe bent or damaged the clutch, so we're gonna put in a new one. Hope that fixes it. But if that doesn't fix it, I don't know what to do. We gotta try and find another clutch or something here in Japan and make it work. 15 minutes, and look, we have the transmission out of the car. Before, that would be impossible. I love our new setup, but there's obviously teething issues with new setups, like our clutch setup. We'll figure it out, hopefully before tomorrow. Update. We're putting the new clutch in, we're switching over the adapter plate and stuff. Should be good. Found a bunch of grease like kind of sprayed everywhere. I don't think that was our issue. I think it's just the placement of our slave cylinder. Mesmer's been measuring it and triple checking it. And we believe that we still need to move it even further forward. So he's working on getting that sorted, while I'm working on switching this, because since we're taking the trans out, I might as well switch the clutch just to be safe. I don't think there's actually anything wrong with the other clutch, but there's a chance because that was overextending that it could have been causing the clutch to slip while it was trying to find home and go back in. So better safe than sorry. Put the new clutch on. Hopefully that solves our problem and we have no worries. But wouldn't be a freshly built car without problems. It's just how it works.
A few moments later.
It's nearly 8 p.m. and we unfortunately have the same problem after we put the new clutch in. I don't know what's going on and I don't really know what to do, but we have a few solutions on the table and I'm hoping that we can pull something together tomorrow to have a clutch here so we can switch it out and still make it for Saturday early morning practice for a couple laps and then qualifying in the main competition. If we can get a clutch that works, we will be okay for this round. But yeah, I mean, new car problems, we changed everything in there, and with how tight the tune turned out to be with all the other issues that we had, it just kind of worked out to be this way. So right now I'm just trying to focus on making sure I don't have to retire from this first round. We're gonna go eat some yakiniku tonight and enjoy, but someone's got a very early Shinkansen train to catch all the way down to Okayama to pick up a clutch. Renosuke, onegaishimasu!
The next day.
Hey! Bro, I came in clutch.
It's the next day, and we have no idea what's going on, why we're having so many issues trying to get the clutch to work. So what we've gone and done to be able to make this competition is go with what we know. We sent Ren this morning all the way down to Okayama. Usually that's like a 18-hour round trip by car on the Shinkansen. Comes back just now, and we managed to pick this up from the guys at OS Geiken who did us a huge favor getting this to us in time. So now we have the clutch that we should be able to drive with today. It's a 4-plate, big boy. We've got to change a bunch of stuff to make it work, but we need to check that the spline's correct real quick. That's the main thing I care about. Yeah, machigai deshita. Alright, let's go. Looks good.
65 take. I'll measure from here to here with a long piece. How big Sam? I was like, is she even pulling it out? And I was like, look at her, she's like, yeah, I pulled it out. I was roasting you hard. Work it, Nike, work it, baby. Work it up and down, up and down.
By some miracle, we have a clutch in and there's about an hour and 45 minutes left before practice ends for today, which means we've got enough time to dial in the car, get some seat time for then practice early tomorrow morning to then qualify. I'm really excited. I cannot wait to see how this car feels with a working clutch. I can't tell you guys how stressful it's been the last few days, but the team has come through. All they got to do now is put the exhaust on and then we're ready to roll. It's good. It's a clutch. That's what I need. Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Time to bend the rubber.
That was the first proper lap that I've done in this car, and this thing felt so easy to drive. I can't tell you just how much, like it felt like I was driving my simulator. It didn't feel like there was any issues with like the car being too gripped up or anything. It was like so easy. It's the easiest this car has ever driven, and it went exactly where I told it to. We just have a little bit of issue where at angle, the car just wants to stay there and it like doesn't push me off. So as long as I can get a bit more, we'll take air pressure out because we tried it first with a bit too much air pressure. If that fixes it, then we might change the gear ratios a bit, but that felt amazing. Here we go, I'm leaving. Car's feeling really good. I know what I need to do. I did a really safe run there. Starting to get the hang of how this thing handles now, which by the way is incredible. Absolutely where it should have been for the last 3 freaking years. All we have to do now is dial it in a bit. Maybe take a bit more air pressure out, but it feels good. I'm really excited. Oh boy. The chicane, about to leave. You okay? All right. All right, here we go.
practice today. We did a total of 7 laps. 7 laps after a 2 or 3 transmission pulls and a new clutch is pretty awesome. I'm so grateful that we've been able to have all this extra time because J2 is on the same weekend. So it's worked out really, really well for the shaking down the car and everything. But yeah, car feels great. I just have to relearn it again. It's like jumping in the sim for the first time and kind of like picking a new car and trying to get used to it. This drive's the easiest it has ever been. It's kind of ridiculous. I feel really comfortable, but I just need to dial it in a little bit for this track. It's such a fun track. Also, the engine package is great. We've already had like a bunch of teams come over and just like, what the hell is in this thing? But yeah, I'm so grateful. I'm so happy that we were even able to drive today. Clutch feels amazing. Everything feels good on the car. We just gotta put it together for tomorrow's qualifying.